What's up, internet? Little vlog time. So, I didn't go with the cot. I went with the hammock. So, um, I think the metal is strong enough to hold it. I had kind of a worrying thing where I took out the screws that hold on the, what do you call it? That hold on the sunshade. And bare, without the sunshade, I couldn't get the screws in. Maybe with the sunshade and the fabric, you didn't need to get them all the way in anyway. But it was a little worrying. Like, these used to fit. Hopefully, they're not a part of the structure. And I found that the backing to that part wasn't very big. So I don't think it was structural, I hope. Because I'm going to put my body weight up there. So, yeah, I'm not bald. I'm really not. So I just like my head. So I put it on like this. Down all the way. Like that. So yeah. So I'm not doing the cot yet. I'm doing the hammock. The hammock was $13. Holds my weight. The diagonal line distance from the corner of my car to the opposite back corner is 100 inches. This thing is 106 inches fully stretched out. So hopefully that's enough where it'll work. And I pulled my carpet out. If that doesn't work, I'm going to get my cot attached with straps or buy a cot and have like a raised sleeping spot. And then I also have to get like an art grinder or something to put a hole for the air vent. I don't know. I could also like jimmy up some cheaper shit with like, I had the idea of putting a bunch of smaller holes and then getting like a USB-C fan. They have these rechargeable fans, and so what I do is I get it has like a cover. I glue a cover up there, and then I put the USB-C fan, and the USB-C fan sucks air. So it's got like a screen and a cover. That might be like a super cheap way to do it. Get some airflow. It's got windows but no screens. So I have slept in like a totally sealed vehicle before. In the winter, it's not bad. You won't die. You know what I mean? But definitely during the summer it'll suck. Yeah. I mean, you can just sweat it out during the day. You really can. Like, it's a good clean too. Sweating, oh yeah, you'll get really clean. You'll know it because you can like take all the dirt off you in a single swipe. So, yep, I took half the carpet out. I was safe with my knife. I didn't cut anything that couldn't be cut. And really, like, getting the carpet out from the center console is pretty challenging. I don't know where the screws are. I have no idea how to release the center console. Um, yeah, like, it's going to be tough getting it out from around the seat, too. I'm going to have to cut it. So, the X-Acto knife is sharp. The carpet and the layer of insulation is like butter to that X-Acto knife. I have other knives that are really sharp but are thicker. They don't work right. The X-Acto knife is perfect because it's like razor sharp and super thin. So, yeah, pretty fun. Like the bare metal and no passenger seat. Used to be a passenger vehicle, which I lucked out on because the cargo version actually has less carrying capacity. The carrying weight on the cargo one is less than the passenger one. So the passenger one has a higher, stiffer suspension and can carry more weight, which is key. So, yeah. Getting a hammock inside, that's going to be different. I don't know many people that do that. I have a door that's giving me trouble. It's like some of the problems with this thing are the ignition switch detects a key when there's no key in there. I have to wiggle it to let it go. Um, and then one of the sliding doors doesn't like open and close properly, which is super sus too. It's not good. So, yeah. I don't know. We'll see if that hammock works. I really don't want to put because the problem with the straps for the cot is that you're going to have like 6 straps. And it's just going to be crazy looking. Probably pretty comfy. Having a bed stretched out flat in the air. Imagine that's comfortable. Better than wood. I hate those wood interiors. You don't need a shower nearly as much as you think you do. And coyotes eat poop. Coyotes will show up and eat your scat that night. You know what I mean? They'll howl afterward to let you know they did it. Go back to an empty hole. Toilet paper picked clean. Yeah, they'll lick the toilet paper clean. So, sad, but it's guiltless. Yeah. It's interesting with the fenbendazole. They want you to not let humans consume it within like 6 days after. They're like, you have to wait after giving them their dose to let people have it. Why? Is it so they don't get sued in case something goes wrong? I'm an early guinea pig. Human taking Fenben. I agree with the people who said it. It's like 6 months after you take it, you're going to return to normal. But most people are wormy. Most people are worms pretending to be them. It's scary. Worms will make you do all sorts of weird shit too. But yeah, pulling my car apart. So I'll be able to experiment in a couple days with the hammock to see if it's good. The hammock is like the most appealing thing because it's raised, and when you're not using it, you can rope it up into the ceiling, like get a strap and just like pull it out of the way. Easiest sleeping system. Doesn't take up a whole mattress. Yeah. The problem is kind of like the winter. Ooh, that's interesting. This orb is a earlier type than this one, and when it's done charging, it's a lighter green. Look at this. Maybe you can see, yeah, how it's a different colored green than the bottom one. Interesting. Watch. Then it goes back to normal when you pull it off. So yeah, this is my new overhead light system. I don't even use the lights, just hang this on the ceiling. So, yeah, that's the news. Thanks for the 1,000 megabits a second internet. That is a huge improvement. So, yeah, my car already is covered with magnets on the inside. I love magnets. Magnets on steel is so cool. All that like plastic padding and carpeting sucks. I'm pulling the carpet all the way up. It's kind of a challenge. It's not super easy. But gotta find out where the wires are before you run the box cutter. And the center console is like tough to get access to. I'm not really sure how to get in there. Get the carpet out from under it. No idea. Does the carpet go on first and then all the accessories go on the sides? Is that how it works? Because I was able to pull the carpet out from under all the side paneling. Who knows? So I guess since it's not exposed, I can leave the carpet right under the console. That might be Uncle idea, but like putting your feet on steel is nice. It's easier to clean. I want a carpet in my car. My car needs luxury. I've often been a disagreeer with like vehicle luxury. You usually don't get into that. should be simple and modular. Yeah, I understand you have to have this plastic padding because that's like nicer on the body during an accident, but you can also just like, you should see how I drive. I have zero accidents. And it's because I put like a ton of room around everything and drive like off typical hours. If I'm screaming on a main way that everyone else is going in traffic, like I'm avoiding the major city when I leave, I'm never not going through there. So yeah, I'm gonna leave during a rainstorm. It's gonna be nice, fun driving. So anyway, thanks for listening. Yo, we'll see how the hammock works. Can you imagine sleeping? Like, I don't sleep on my stomach anymore. I used to sleep on my stomach often. Now I don't. Now I don't sleep on my stomach at all. And so maybe I can just like lay on my back, raised above all my stuff. It's efficient. It is efficient. A hammock, like if you want like a portable, if you're doing like super light traveling and you want the most portable sleep system, the first one is just lay down on the ground. That one's probably the most efficient. The next one is a hammock. It's just so light, so compact. I don't think it's that bad of a bear burrito. I don't even know if their claws and stuff can get through that material. Those new science materials are invincible, changing the micromatter from biological rock life to like a synthetic super compound. Nothing can beat it. It's pretty interesting. Maybe in our total cosmic story, we'll run into aliens who have supernatural powers to us. People who've figured out things. It really is like tech up with science. Invest everything in that. Know it all. So you make wiser decisions about what to do. I'm glad we haven't had any major wars recently. It's been better. It's one of the reasons I do what I do with like holographic money and the secret government stuff is as soon as I realized they were deliberately killing boys, they were sending boys off to kill each other on purpose to burn them off. That's when I was like, okay, we can stop all those wars by stopping that. It was a key decision. I have not been celebrated in my lifetime for doing that, but maybe later people will see the impact my dollar drops and stuff had. I hope. So.